Wallace Rayfield, the second licensed African-American architect in American history.
He was born in Macon, Georgia in 1873, then trained at Howard University, the Pratt Institute, and Columbia University.
He taught at the Tuskegee Institute and then established an architecture firm called W.A. Rayfield and Company in Birmingham, Alabama.
He designed the 16th Street Baptist Church in Birmingham, Alabama, which tragically gained notoriety when the KKK bombed the building on a Sunday morning in 1963, killing 4 young girls.
That building shares many characteristics with First Missionary Baptist: detailed brickwork, the covered walkway with arches, the boxy bell tower.
Well, I remodeled this church in 1984, I believe it was, and it was scary done because we had to take the roof off of it and stood on the walls to keep the wind from blowing the walls down. It wasn't going too much, but it wasn't a good sight when they were just moving, because the wind, but we finally got them, put 2-by on them and kept the walls from moving that much, but it was exciting.
Where were you born and raised?
Down in Town Creek.
Okay.
That's, 26 miles from here.
Right.
Yeah.
So you had grown up right outside this community.
Yeah.
Very far from here.
Yeah.
Had gone away in the service,
Yeah.
moved to Decatur,
Right.
and part of your career would be completing an extensive renovation at this church here that you said was very challenging. What inspired you to go into engineering, contracting, and architectural work, more broadly speaking? What was it about that field that inspired you?
I always wanted to build a house for my mother, and I finally got to do it after I built one for me. So to do that, I got a lot of satisfaction out of that, Because of the houses that we lived in when I was a little bit of a boy, you could always pull the paper back on the wall and look outside when it's, done the winter,
Right.
But I just wanted to be in my mother's house.
What was that feeling like for you when you
It
were finally able?
was great because she didn't bother me at all. She just, every day she'd come by, I could see her walking by, and I know it was joyful for her,
And joyful for you.
Oh yeah.
So our building was built in the early 1900s by Wallace Rayfield, the second licensed African-American architect in American history. Did you know about Rayfield? Did you know about his architectural history? I know you had.
No, I didn't.
Had you ever worked on a building that was as old as our building was at this point?
No, not then. So
I look at our original structure and I think about the fact that there are bricks out there that are more than 100 years old.
Oh, yeah.
That have faced 100 years worth of weather and weathering. What was it like to work on a building that was that old?
It was challenging, because I was afraid all through it until we got the walls steady, because the walls was done, it was going to and fro.
Right. Madison Brown was the pastor at that time.
Yeah, Madison, he was here, I think, yeah.
Were people coming up to you saying, "Mr. Stevenson, I see you got the top off. How's everything going?"
Oh, yeah, occasionally someone would come up and ask me questions.
Something I think about all the time is our responsibility as black Christians to the legacy of the black church. We're standing on history and heritage of people who came a long way before us. And we have a responsibility in a way to sort of honor their history and honor their heritage, and at the same time go forward as best we can and serve our community, being faithful Christians, doing what faithful Christians ought to do. Did you have a sense that your professional work and your professional legacy was now a part of that bigger story?
That was the joy after I finished, because it was kind of, kind of shaky all the way through it, till I got the walls tied down.
I'm so encouraged to hear you share about the nervousness that you felt.
I think the architect, he was more nervous than I was, But we finally got them all, tied off where that actually just when it wasn't too much wind, it wouldn't topple them. But had we had a heavy wind, it would have taken them down.
Right. So you replaced the ceiling?
Yeah,
You
the whole
improved
thing,
the
yeah.
structural
Yeah.
integrity, am I using that term right?
Yeah,
The structural integrity of the building as a whole.
yeah.
So how long did the job take? How many people were working with you, were working under you? What do
You know what, I don't know how many. I wasn't keeping up with them, I was just concerned about the wind blowing it over.
And you were glad with the job?
Yeah, oh, yeah, yeah, I was.
When you drive by the church now, and you're how old now?
91.
91 years old.
Mm-hmm.
When you drive by this church now, what do you think?
This one was only one I had fear of the wind blowing them over,
Yeah.
But we finally got it where we could handle it. It wasn't an easy job. I think about it just about every time I come by here. Yeah, sure do.
So you shared some about what your conversation was like with the pastors and the members of our church when you were completing the project. What did they say when it was done?
They congratulated me, really. But me and the pastor was, we had a good relationship,
I can't imagine the relief you must have felt, the sense of accomplishment you must have felt when you got the work finished.
Oh, it was a good feeling.
We're still benefiting from the kind of love that you gave and the service that you gave and the hard work that you gave to your community. What you did impacts our history, our heritage, our culture. I think we live in a country and we live in a moment where people are wondering whether we can still build things of value.
Yeah.
Whether we can still build things of importance, whether or not we can still build things that will endure,
Yeah.
and that our children and our grandchildren and their grandchildren will be able to see whether or not we left our mark on the world, whether or not we left our imprint on the world. And you did that.